Welcome back to Wrestling Mom's Basement. We got something new for you in this video where we talk about the releases that just happened last week. I'm Patrick Young. My co-host is to my right, Joe Venito.
Okay, so in the past, mass WWE release days were nothing special. The last big one, 2014, was CM Punk, Matt Sydal, Drew McIntyre, Kurt Hawkins, and Jinder Mahal being the major names today that were in that one. They were almost, Black Fridays in WWE were almost something to bet on, at least once or twice a year. But the company has started to roll on average years out to keep talent rather than giving anyone their scraps. Look how long it took guys like Ray and Pac to escape. Well, Ray, the first run around 2014. Yeah. You basically had to fuck up Bailey, like Enzo, and reportedly cast to be released. Yeah. In the past, there's dark days for many, but today, with ROH healthier than ever before, MLW on the rise, and AEW about to launch, as well as the UK being more of an option than before, and Japan, and Impact being an option for some. These releases might actually be a blessing for some. It's a very new, exciting different time, that's for sure. The first one, Arn Anderson.
I'll let you start off.
Okay. The more I think about it, I feel the release of Arn Anderson shouldn't come to a surprise as much as you think.
Okay.
He's been with WWE since 2001. Following purchase of WWE, it was really the last of a dying breed in terms of ages from that era. But over the years, the agent crew has become younger. The latest example of this are the new hires: Shane Helms, Sean Devaris, Sanjay Dutt, Jeff Jarrett, Chris Parks, Abyss, and the promotion of Steve Corino this past week as well. I believe this boils down to the company. I'm thinking this, not go by reports. I believe the company is looking to skew younger and prepare for the future. I'm thinking. There's also rumors of Lawrence personal issues being a problem. He's had drinking issues, I believe, in the past. Yeah. But that'd be part of his release, or just rumors at this time. I'm not going there.
Yeah, it's a shame to see Arn Anderson go. He was a strong wrestling mind. But I think it's sort of, he had been on the road for 19 years, and maybe it's just something where mentally he's out of it, and WWE just needs something fresh.
Yeah. Do you see him go anywhere? To be an agent?
Believe it or not, I wouldn't be surprised to see him work for AEW.
Okay, I thought he was going to return to in-ring in New Japan, but AEW's trying to move like this.
Maybe MLW too, who knows?
I had a feeling he was going to return in-ring in New Japan. He won the big engagements. No. Next, TJP, who I actually heard did not ask for his release.
Oh, really?
He apparently got released because of his tattoos.
Oh.
They were not cleared.
Okay.
They were ugly, I don't know. But anyway, and apparently there's an attitude problem too. Which I'll get into. TJP, he came into the tournament with the nickname the world's youngest veteran. I see it pretty much worked everywhere. Learned all the styles and done pretty much everything outside of me. TJP felt like the safe choice to become the first champ. While not as flashy as Metal League, TJP's style is versatile and allows him to work with a wide variety of opponents. Plus, there will be no language barrier like there will be with Metal League. But in the early days of the Cruiserweight the division was muddy, for lack of a better word. Yeah. TJP only enjoyed a 46-day run before losing to Kendrick. Kendrick only lasted 30 days before falling to Swan. Swan made 61 days before he fell to King Neville, who reigned for 197 days, and then 35 days with a 6-day Tozawa run sandwiched in there. Neville was a fantastic champion, but Vince sold money to Enzo. One of Vince's main failures. And he got the belt for 15 days, and then 93 days with a 13-day Kalisto run sandwiched in there. The Enzo era came to an end, but TJP was a casualty of that run, as he was almost deleted from WWE, and he was gone from TV for what seemed like ages. Yeah. But when Triple H took over the show, TJP was back, and he had been a positive addition, I thought, again. This time, just Stroll Kill continuing to have good matches up until last week. As a big card guy, he was a stabilizing force, and he still had championship potential. But there are always been rumblings that he wrote the wrong people the wrong way. Was still a little worried whether they didn't want to shut his mouth, apparently. But with 205 not exactly being a big business show for WWE, just a fun wrestling show. And ACH and Trevor Lee and Kushida signed with WWE. And other guys like DJZ just throwing things out there. And other guys at LW that's free agents. TJP dismissal actually isn't not all that surprising at all to me.
No. Yeah, they started off hot with him for the cruiserweights, and then the cruiserweights just were essentially shanked. Mm-hmm. It wasn't anything special, and he ended up just being another. Instead of just being heralded as a cruiserweight class winner, he just ended up being another guy.
Yeah.
If his attitude was the problem, then I can kind of say it, since he wasn't necessarily high even in the cruiserweight division.
Right. Yeah.
However, all the times we met him, he was incredibly nice to us.
Yeah.
Always took pictures with everybody outside the arena. And I hope it works out for him. I can actually see him going many places.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor, New Japan, AEW, MLW. And maybe there he can actually... his career will work out a little better, too.
My full Impact's an option, too.
Impact would be an option.
I forgot to mention that in the beginning.
Yes.
Wrestlers do still go there.
For some reason, Tessa went there. We think she's just a nice girl.
A funny thing is that you don't hear that a lot about her now.
She must be a nice girl because she went to Impact.
Right, yeah.
She decided to say, I'm going to spend 2 years in Impact.
The one I'm probably the biggest, most disappointing hit to the company, besides Arn, but he asked for it. These two asked for their releases.
Yeah.
So he came, managed to release them. But probably the biggest one in ring-wise, Hideo Tommy. At the time of his sign, Kenta coming to WWE was a huge deal. He was a big star in Japan. There were extremely high hopes for him to be a star. In my opinion, and Tommy's WWE failure, I'll put that in quotations, came down to a few things. First of all, he had trouble adapting, it seemed like.
Yeah.
Part of that is due to WWE trying to reprogram him. And to be honest, they never allowed him to beat Kenta. We saw glimpses of him at times, mainly on 205 Live. But on top of him never being himself, injury issues actually really held him back and ruined his NXT run. He got a chance to do 205 Live with 205. No, I just copy and pasted it. I put that in TJP's. Oh, 205 Live not being a big business show. And you see Charlie Kushida, some of these, as well as guys like DJZ, others at MLW, beyond their free agents, and Tommy dismissal, just like TJP, is not surprising at all to me. There will be a demand for him, and return to Noah. I think it seems very likely for him.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was signed as just this big free agent that...
You can really say the first.
Yeah. I believe it was Hulk Hogan out there announcing that he signed with WWE.
You can really say he was the first major sign for NXT.
Yeah. And he's the guy that started that trend. However, I think what happened early in his career when he was starting to get big chances in NXT and maybe be able to just put his foot on the gas, he got injured a couple times.
Yeah.
He got injured, then he came back, hit the GTS and popped the crowd, and then not far after that, he got injured again for a amount of time.
Yeah.
And at that point, I would say his momentum pretty much was just stopped dead.
Right.
And then he went into the cruiserweights, where he definitely could be a good light heavyweight style.
Looks like he was getting there at the end of his run, but I was really just giving him moments.
But then it was also at the point where 205 Live just became a black hole that swallowed up people and that you would never actually see.
Oh, I thought as a late. It looked like he was getting chances again as a late.
Yeah.
It looked like he was on a renewed push. But I think it was just to give him time.
And I also think with him, too, his family actually never moved to America.
Right.
I think Nakamura's did. I mean, I think Asuka's did.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure Hideo's family still lived in Japan.
Yeah.
So it was probably just like, he wants to go back to his family.
Yeah.
So you're probably correct in thinking that he'll go back to Noah.
Yeah, and he could be New Japan too, but yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Ty Dillinger, by all accounts, Ty Dillinger's dream job was with WWE, which tells you a lot.
The aforementioned Stan.
Right. Considering he requested his release from the company. He worked hard, signed a developmental deal in 2006, had WWE ECW run as Gavin Spears, got released, worked his days off to get re-signed in 2013, and became an NXT wrestler. He eventually fell into the Perfect 10 gimmick, got refused and worked his ass off, and got the main roster call-up. Unfortunately, that was the beginning of the end. Admittedly, the gimmick had a certain shelf life, I'll admit that.
Oh, yeah.
But he was called up with no plan, did jack and shit on the main roster. Ty's a great role player, but he wasn't even used well in that way. Who can blame him for wanting out for a chance to work with his pal Cody? Yes, that's what I'm assuming Ty's going.
I think so, too.
And a company that, on the surface, is offering opportunities where all places have it. Ty was never going to be a main event guy, but he should have been at least, at most, a solid mid-card guy that could work with almost anyone with ease. It was only a matter of time until he won out. I'm just surprised it came so easily.
Yeah.
But then again, maybe WWE.
Maybe WWE's just like, why should we have unhappy people in our locker room?
What is the one thing Vince hates?
Yeah.
Other than season.
If you listen to Bruce Pritchard's podcast and he talks about people being released, it's less like, yeah, they were unhappy, and Vince is unhappy.
That's the one thing Vince hates the most.
Yeah.
My season.
Which I think for some people, I think you have to cut loose.
And they didn't Dave Payton, so really,
because there's some people that you're not going to necessarily do anything with, that are not going to go that high, and nobody's really.
Oh, I'm sure there's more. Hideo and Ty are far from the only ones that are unhappy.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not the only ones unhappy.
But Hideo and Ty are.
But I'm also saying, like, WWE also has a few people. The ones that come to mind being Alicia and Dana, that you're not going to do anything with.
But
they've been there for a while.
Dana's only been there 5 years. 4 years.
Alicia's been there for 13.
Yeah, there you go.
That you're not going to do with. They're not actually going to generate anything buy-wise or...
But Alicia's very nice.
Just cut her loose.
Yeah, but where would she go? She would never make it on the outside.
She was a Z-list diva in the diva era.
We won't go that far. She's the first ever African-American woman champion, apparently. We'll pretend Jacqueline Jazz is this.
Yeah.
Apparently. You remember those video packages they give her?
So I think that eventually some people do need to be released and cut loose saying, like, hey, there's really nothing more we can do with you.
Yeah, but I think WWE is also being nice in this room. Because they know if they release people like that, they would never make it in the outside world. So WWE will let them at least have a pay. Because they probably have no backup plan, no education, or nothing. So WWE feels like, well, at least we'll keep these poor souls. Because they will never make it in the business outside. Guys like Hideo and Ty, even TJ, even if he didn't ask for his release, can still make it. Girls like that can't. Your question, Alicia should still be employed. I want to know why.
Mojo, Tamina.
There's the two.
Gender at this point.
No, I did gender.
Okay.
Okay, no, I don't. But if they throw Alicia in there, but not throw those three in there.
So being released is not actually the worst option
for those,
especially right now.
For those
right
people,
now, for the people that we talked about here,
no.
Ty, Kenta.
Look at that! All right, big fan of Kenta.
Yes. Ty, Hideo,
and
TJP, and Arn Anderson. I think they could still add stuff to the wrestling business. Even Arn, who's at a considerable age, where he may not want to do much traveling. But
he could challenge Jay Lethal at the Garden.
There you go.
Oh, wait, these guys got released. So, don't expect to see any of them in it. Ty could fit AEW. He got released on February 22nd, 90 days will be May 22nd.
That's
May 23 days before, yes. Yeah. And if anyone want to go to AEW, they can.
They can, yeah.
But they can wrestle elsewhere as long as they're not on TV. Because they all...
I think Kenta could immediately go to Noah.
Right, as long as they're not streaming or on TV, they'll be fine, yeah. But that's how the 90 days work now. You can wrestle, you just can't be aired on TV until your contract's officially, until the 90 days are up.
Yeah.
Because I don't think none of their contracts right now. I think they were all released.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not like Dean, who's running his out. He could appear on Ring of Honor that week. He was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say. That's it. We'll be having more of these kind of articles and people get released, people get signed. Who's next?
Well, you know what? How about we give... Oh, this is going to be a relatively short video for us. How about we give the other side equal time and look at... And just think of maybe in the group that they hired this past week or last 2 weeks.
Okay. Batista. Oh, sorry.
It's going to be a good Mania match. It's going to be a good headlining Mania feud.
And before we get to the Raw review, for this Friday, yes, he was brought back, and I'm not, maybe not the most, no, I want to say logical, because it was logical with what they did. Not the most suited way you would think of bringing Batista back. But was it completely off guard on it, drive your attention, and am I actually going to Raw next week happy after tonight's show? Yes. Is Batista going to be on Raw next week? Absolutely not. But I will say this is a
We're going to get Triple H talking about it. Which, hey, we get Triple H probably.
Yeah, no, I think the most we were going to get is like Stephen.
Yeah.
So, which I will say though, I'm just a sidebar on Raw. 10 out of 10 show.
Give it a
8. 7 to 8.
7-ish to 8-ish.
Right. Very good show. You can tell there's a change in creative now. I can't deny that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even the flow of the show felt like a flow.
Yeah.
I just want to give it
Batista, yeah, it's going to be a big time feud for Mania. I actually didn't know what they were going to do with Triple H beforehand.
I thought it was AJ first. I don't play AJ. And then AJ's kind of Orton.
Yeah. So, essentially, yeah, I'm happy to see Batista back in the WWE ring.
Let's hope Batista Triple H for a man, though. Not that he just joined.
Yeah.
Triceps. At 28 years... 28... Okay. At 48 years old. He don't like that. Unfortunately, that is very good. In 3 months, he healed the triceps. And that is very impressive at his age. Doesn't beat...
cancer in about 4 months.
Yes, doesn't beat that. Very good. Okay, go ahead. You were naming people.
Alright, so how about... Start off with... I didn't think of Batista.
But he just really fell. He literally just fell on laps twice.
Yeah. But how about all the agents? Jeff Jarrett, Chris Parks, Abyss.
What's that? So we're doing the agents?
Yeah.
Agents.
You don't have to do one by one.
Okay.
You can do them in a group if you want to, but...
Okay.
Jeff Jarrett, Abyss, Shane Helms, Daivari, and Sanjay Dutt, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
And the promotion of Steve Corino.
And, yeah.
Okay. Well, one thing they will have considerably on Arn Anderson is, like I said previously, was the age.
Yeah.
They have younger wrestling lines. The one I think is going to be best for Jarrett. I'm not even going to think about that. I think Jarrett's going to be the one the best for the job.
Yeah, Jarrett was in an elite position during, like, that TNA boom period they had, like, from 04 to, like, 06.
Yeah.
I'm sure he had a big part of it.
Yeah. So Jarrett, I think Jarrett's going to add a lot to... I think each got to bring their own thing. Mm-hmm. But I think Jarrett and maybe Helms will be the ones that bring the most to it. Because they've been there.
That's true, yeah.
They know what it's like to work in WWE. Daivari's been there. He never reached the levels that they did.
But you know, want to know something I learned, I want to say a couple days ago?
Right.
That Daivari was actually the one who called up CM Punk to get him hired by WWE.
Daivari to bring a lot to the table then. Sanjay, I know somebody that they've been wanting for that role. So. Yeah. So I'll say good face for him. Steve Corino obviously has been doing a good job since he left Ring of Honor a few years ago. Mm-hmm. But actually, Abyss, or Chris Parks, I feel like I add a lot. hopefully he can stand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can stand a few ass chewings, likely in the agent position from Vince.
But the whole group, I think, is a good group of guys to have. I do think Jarrett, though, brings the most to the table out of the group.
Oh, yeah. Essentially it's a fresh staff.
Yeah.
It's not the same ideas that you would generally see from Monday Night Raw that we've been getting just about every week.
Right.
Clearly. Yeah. And, maybe it was time for, like, Arn Anderson to step aside a little bit just to bring in some freshness to your creative.
Yeah. Well, I guess since we're on that topic, of hires, it's a creative, Bruce Prichard coming back.
Yeah. If you saw my tweet on Saturday, I think it was, it's thumbs up for me.
Yeah, and clearly, for Monday's role, so yeah.
Yeah, he's worked with Vince a long time, to where Vince probably does trust him a good bit.
Yeah.
And he deserves to be in a high-ranking spot in creative.
Yeah, so there you go.
He did the job for 22 years and then went to TNA and did that job for, I believe, a couple years too.
Yeah.
So I think he stepped away from WWE long enough to where his ideas are fresh again, and he's also in the unique position where Vince can trust his ideas and even provide a little bit of a different thinking process.
And TNA had a less strong period under that 2010 to 2013 run with the Hogans and the Pritchards and the Bischoffs. So there was that. And I guess we're going into all the hires, right?
Yeah.
And then talent-wise, it was ACH, Trevor Lee, Kushida, Karen and Rachel Ellering. And rumor Shane Strickland, but we won't cover him yet until Shane Strickland's actually signed. So.
Yeah. I'm just gonna jump with my favorite that who I first saw on the independent scene and immediately jumped out to me, and for me that was actually Trevor Lee.
Okay.
He's just very good at all styles. He looks like a caveman and just has crazy athletic style, and weirdly, like, he looks strong. He looks strong too.
Yeah.
I think he's also athletic, and he will provide a 205.
The 205.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a 205 lifestyle for them. A good 205 lifestyle for them.
I see ACH and Trevor Lee being 205 line guys.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Kushida, but George will be a little protective on how he will eventually be on Raw. How he eventually be used on Raw SmackDown, so he might be NXT now. Kushida.
Seeing how Hideo and Nakamura are going.
Right.
And even Asuka to an extent. He probably would be a little bit protective of Kushida.
Yeah. And then there will be... And then the girls, I haven't seen much of, but they should both provide solid dishes to NXT. Yeah,
every time I've seen Rachel Ellering, she's always impressed me.
Yeah.
Karen Q, at the couple matches I've seen of her, I've liked. So
she was arguably the best woman in
yeah.
As a late, so there's that.
Yeah, the last Ring of Honor pay-per-view we watched.
She was eliminated first, obviously, for a reason.
I remember being disappointed.
Yeah, because then Kelly won the woman's title. She just lost it to, that's amazing. Alright.
To who?
Maya Watani, you probably heard that name. She's a star girl.
Yeah,
so at least we know Star produces talent. So that was fast. They took the title from her before MSG. By the way, has anybody heard anything on matches her on? I just saw 2 matches or something. That was it.
No. I haven't watched Ring of Honor in a long time, it feels like.
You're ROH shaman. I'll be honest, I don't actually watch Ring of Honor weekly. I literally just watch when there's a pay-per-view or a special.
Has there been a payper-view up since
No.
Final Battle?
No, the next one's the 17th anniversary. Sometime in March. But literally, there's only 2 matches now, so I'm MSG. I'm getting a little worried. It's Jay White versus Person. That's what they have it labeled as.
person.
Yeah, winner of something, winner of the New Japan Cup.
Okay.
I don't know what that is, but apparently he's facing someone from New Japan, obviously.
Apparently.
And tag champs versus tag champs. Briscoes versus the Gorillas of Destiny.
Yeah, I fear what's gonna happen to Ring of Honor without the Elite. Because they seem to just be almost forgotten as soon as they left. As you stare less awkwardly while Joe looks up the...
17th.
Okay. Why am I coughing a lot now?
They might cancel those 2 matches.
Okay, so right now there's nothing for the G1 Supercard.
There is a Festival of Honor before the show.
Huh? Look at that.
And apparently you have a variety of ways to watch the Supercard.
Yeah. That's important.
Oh, with the right. Yeah. I'm sorry you had a little word for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it for this. We'll be back Monday with Friday with the World Sunday Live 205 Live at NXT Reviews. NXT.
Yes.
Oh, Walter's Dog Taker, New York. See ya.
Bye.